Good morning, YouTube. We're out doing our pre-trip. So I had a comment last night on that road I was on, and said I don't know if they were worried about me being on that road and turning around on that road. There was no way I could turn around on that road. I had to go and I had to go and find another route off of that road to get off that road. And I had to turn around. I had to turn onto two other roads to get back to a main highway. And one of them was so small. It was as small that the first road I came to I had to turn on was as small as the first road I was on. And the turn, it was a 90-degree turn, and I don't know how I made it without tearing crap up, but I did. The driver's side, both axles on the trailer were over in the ditch. I mean, I was surprised I didn't tear my toolbox or my tarp boxes off. It was horrible. But, you know, like I said in previous videos, you know, you just keep calm. I had trucker path going, so I could kind of see the roads and which way they were going, and where I needed to turn and where the major highways were. So I just routed myself to the major highways and hoped for the best, and took it slow and got there. But man, it was hairy. But I'm gonna finish my pre-trip and we're gonna get on the roads. Let's go. So we're about 134 miles out. Past Bowling Green again. Still couldn't stop at the Corvette Museum. One of these days it's gonna be open. I'm gonna stop. But anyway, I just got off the phone with Maverick. My fleet manager's boss called me about getting hung out last weekend. He wanted to reach out and apologize and you know, let me know that they're going to try to get me routed back to Arkansas this week. And I appreciate that. You know, it was no big deal. My wife and I have an extremely good relationship, and you know, I give her a call and let her know, and everything's hunky and dory. You know, of course we get a little disappointed for, you know, not getting to come home, but you know, it's just disappointment. It's not a big deal. It's really not. You know, and they'll get me home this weekend, and it's Memorial Day weekend, so I'll get to cook out. Yeah, woo! And but I do appreciate him calling. That was a very good call, and you know, it just concretes my thought process on Maverick, that, you know, they do care about their drivers. You know, a lot of people say, you know, these bigger companies, you know, you're just a number to them. Well, yeah, you kind of have to be with 1,500 drivers. You know, they need to know your number so they can identify you. You know, but I have never had any issues out of anybody, and you know, once you tell them your number, they know who you are, and you know, they talk to you real personally, and you know, it's a good company in my book. You know, and it's like I was telling him, when I went into the CDL program, and you know, I could see that they were, you know, they understand the relationship between what they're trying to get accomplished with moving the freight from here to there so they can get paid, and what the driver's trying to accomplish, you know, with establishing a career and making the kind of money that they want to make. And you know, it's a, you know, if you don't have that attitude, then each part's not going to work. And you know, I could see that that they were, they're really concerned about, my well-being and what they can do for me to make sure that their part gets done. So, I told him that I appreciated the phone call and thanked him for calling me, and we talked just a little bit, and I told him about the YouTube channel. He go check that out. Appreciate that. But yeah, man, I know yesterday I talked about tips for coming to Maverick, and it's a good company, honestly. I know there's lots of videos out there that that say well, Maverick doesn't care and everything, but it's easy to, in life, it's easy to blame others and not look inside yourself and see what you may have done wrong. And it's a hard thing to do. It's very easy to blame others, but it's hard to look at yourself. And I've always tried to look and see what I might have done wrong, if something went wrong with the company or whatever. What happened? What did I do wrong? And if I can't find fault with me first, then I look at the company and say, okay, well, what did they do wrong? And maybe it was both. Maybe we both did wrong. But I think just him reaching out was, it just concretes my thought process on how they are. If that helps you any. But let's get on down the road. Let's go. So we have made it to North American Stainless, and we got to go around the building to H5A door to deliver this sand. But I got somebody working here. Leaving me alone. Let's go, man. Got him a stack of whatever. I am almost done with my book. I am on the epilogue. That'll be the end of that series. I don't know. This book was okay. I didn't enjoy it like I did the first two. But it had a good story. And I'll look tonight and find me something else. That bicycle over there got a big old fat wheels on it. I don't think I can get those wheels any fatter on that bicycle. That'd be hard to pedal. Man, let's get around here to the door and get unloaded. And just like that, we're done. We are picking up here also, but not until 2 o'clock. It's 11:47 at the moment. No, sorry, what time is it? We're in Eastern time. 12:40. It's 12:47. We're in Eastern time. So we've still got an hour and 10 minutes or so. My door's open. Why is my door open? Let me get that shut. Alright, now we're on the way. So we've got about an hour and 10 minutes or so before we have to be here. And they said they'd load us 30 minutes early, so that leaves me 40 minutes to wait. But there was an awfully long line of trucks out there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out the gate, park, and let it get me my arrive. That way I'm showing. And then PC back down to Wally World, which is not that far away, and pick me up some lunch. Sounds like a plan. Oh, and I forgot that I can go back to Lord of the Rings. Still have the rest of that book to finish. and the other 2 books in that series to finish until my next Audible book comes along. It's probably what I'm going to do. Now you might say, Jeremy, why you listen to so many books? Well, I'm just kind of in that mood at the moment. I did, a lot of music listening to when I first started, and listening to people talk on YouTube and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just kind of gotten into a book, trend at the moment. My drives, I'd listen to books on my drives when my drivers were longer for Walmart. I listened to the whole Dark Tower series. Well, I say I listened to it. I read the first 2 books and then listened to the last 5 books of that series. But I don't know. I enjoy listening to books. They, you can play the story in your mind as you're going down the road. It's always good. But I don't know. Let's get out here and get out the gate. Let's go. Okay. Change of plan. While I was coming out the gate, they went ahead and checked me in. They can't guarantee it. It won't be an hour before I get loaded, but at least I'm checked in, and I got stuff back here I can eat. It's no big deal. I'll stop by Walmart on my way out. Oh, look at, we got BJ and the bear want to be over here. Wrong color though. Guess I don't know where the hell this dude's going. Yeah, I'll have to bring it on. They've called me in about 30 minutes early. That's cool. We'll handle that. See if we can get our temperature taken. Okay, so this is something that doesn't happen too often, because usually the coils I get are pretty heavy, but I'm getting 2 coils that are under 24,000 pounds. So what Maverick has us do is they have us put extra dunnage in there so that it squeezes the dunnage together, and the coil doesn't hit the deck. It's just some extra precautions so that we don't damage the freight. See? Isn't that cool? Let's get loaded. Man, look at Indiana. It is nice out here. We're headed to, where are we going? Ouch. We're headed to Liberty, Missouri. Now we could make it to St. Louis tonight, but man, it'd be like 9 o'clock. Woo! I don't know if I want to drive till 9 o'clock tonight. But that's it. We can go to Madison. Want to go all the way to Madison though? I don't know. It's like 5 o'clock Central right now. We'll see. I've still got about 4 hours of drive time. Had a very good long conversation with my wife. Always like those. Talk about a lot of stuff. May go to there's a steakhouse in Hot Springs, since restaurants are back open. Man, they've got some good steak. It's called the Porterhouse. Woo, boy. Man, last time I ate there, man, I couldn't get enough. They're very nice. But we'll see. She's gonna call and find out if they're open or not. But I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna eat tonight too. Doesn't matter. Let's go. All right. It is like 8:24. We have pulled in here to the Madison yard in Madison, Illinois for Maverick, the yard for Maverick, and that's going to be it for today. We got, how many miles? Got 267 miles to go. This load was 572 miles loaded, so we did pretty good this afternoon. And we drove into the last hour of my clock, so not bad. 267 miles to go in the morning. Madison, this yard was only about 4 miles out of route, so 8 miles total. You know, I couldn't pass that up. You know, free shower and no fuss parking, and I can get a wash job in the morning before I leave, and also before I leave, I've got some straps that are messed up, nicked up, and can't use them. Not supposed to use them per DOT rules. So I'm going to trade those out for some new ones, so they can get rid of those and get those changed out. I need some 1 foot blocks for blocking. Last week when I picked up at Home Depot, some of my blockage didn't get pushed over to my new trailer, so found that out the other day. Stupid. So I'm gonna pick up some more blocking and get that into the trailer, and so that'll be back in the trailer. And yeah, so productive day. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.